Hi, beautiful, beloved souls. Welcome to a mainly commentary channel where I look at anything and everything through a lens, hence the name of my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Gemstone. I'm a psychic medium and I am an author. Okay. Before I continue, I just want to say thank you for being here and watching this. And I always ask my audience to be skeptical, question everything, including me. Okay, before I talk about my remote viewing session, I want to tell you that I don't know anything about this tick, the Lone Star tick. I live in Australia, and what we are mostly worried about is the paralysis tick. It's a little black tick. We also get cattle ticks. They tend to be blue. The paralysis tick, if a dog or a cat gets a tick, if they are not treated, they can die. I've had a few dogs that have caught the tick, so you might take them to a creek, which is like a little river, and in the bush, the tick will be waiting. And I've had the tick myself. I was born in England, and in England, we don't get ticks. And I was 10 years old, and I was not feeling right. I was feeling quite just a little bit off, not, really ill. And my parents didn't know what was wrong with me, so they took me to the local doctor. And the doctor listened to what my symptoms were. And this doctor was pretty clever. He immediately pulled up my hair and looked behind, and there was this massive tick buried in the back of my neck. Wasn't the first time. As an adult, I got another tick. And you have to be careful when you pull a tick out, because if you don't pull it out correctly, you can leave the head in. And if you leave the head in, say in your pet, it can actually do more damage. Okay, so I know nothing about the Lone Star tick, and I decided to remote view it. I'm going to read you all the words I got, and at the end, we will discuss it. However, before I get and read all that, I have to let you know that I'm offering 2 PDFs. As a psychic medium, I can both remote view and I can channel. Each one is different. I'm not pushing anyone to get those, just trying to make it a few bucks. If you are interested in remote viewing, there are a few websites that offer that experience for free, practice for free. At best, the best remote viewers are 65% accurate. If you hear anyone claiming 100% accuracy in anything, I would scroll past. They're BSing. So, all right, let's get on with it. Now, I must show you how I remote view first. I write the target at the top, then I'll get my pen, and each time I will go back to it unless I get a word and I want more information, and then I'll just go to that word. How do you remote view? You quiet your mind and I also do a protection. For me, this is my little protection. I say, spirits of love and light, protect me as I write. Now that may be remote viewing, or it may be automatic writing, or I just say, spirits of love and light, just protect me. I don't allow any darkness in. All right. So the first word I got was an invasion. From invasion, I got many. I got allergy. Well, we all know, I do know that the Lone Star tick gives you a meat allergy. That is common knowledge, but I don't know what it looks like. I don't know anything else about it except that some unlucky people have had a meat allergy. I'm just telling you what I got. So let me repeat that. I got invasion, many, allergy, then DNA. Then I got manufactured. From manufactured, I got engineered. From engineered, I got bioweapon. Then I went back and I got food shortage. Then I got agenda. From agenda, I got elite. Then I got invention. Then I got pest. Then I got bite. From bite, I got poison. From poison, I got alters, changes. From alters, changes, I got gut, like a chemical in the gut. Went back to my target and I got mixture. Then I got spread. Then I went back to the target and I got mutation. From mutation, I got lab. From lab, I got altered. Went back to the target, I got food. From food, resources. From resources, hunger. Then I got attack on population. I went back to the target. Now, before I continue, I want to very clearly say, at best, 65% accurate, and this is no attack on anybody. Okay? So when I bring up a name, remember, remote viewing is 65% accurate. So just because I bring up a name doesn't mean this is accurate. So I went back to the target. I got Bill Gates. From Bill Gates, I got rich. Then I got mastermind from Bill Gates. Then I got secrets, contract, vaccine, and that there's powerful people involved. Went back to the target. I got danger, then death. Then I went back to the target and I got destroys something. So from destroys something, I got a chemical, a natural chemical, and then I got aversion. Then I got gut lining and taste. And from gut lining, I got bacteria ? Kill. Went back to the target. I got blood and I got tick, saliva, parasite. Then I got chases victims, smells, hungry. Then I went back and I got desert, wood. Then I went back to the target and I got plague. From plague, I got orchestrated. And then from orchestrated, I got deliberate. Some orchestrated. Oh, God, I'm having trouble. It was like organized and it was deliberate. Then I went back to the target and I got they're being dumped, released, let out. Then I got introduced. From introduced, ? Asia. Then from Asia, I got bought. Went back to the target. I got 3D. From 3D, I got protein. From protein, I got computer. From computer, I got print. All right, the second page. Went back to my target. I got it can bite many species. Went back to the target. Humans not first choice, but it's been altered in some way. went back to the target, billions of dollars. And then I drew this little thing with like a star on it. And next to it, I wrote fear, horror, mite-sized adult, babies just as dangerous. I went back to the target and I got agenda again. From agenda, I got plan to export, and I've got queried Australia. Then I went back to the target and I got world domination thing. From world domination, I got plot. From plot, I got food, control our food source. I went back to the target, I got allergy for life. Went back to the target, symptoms. You can either get none, or if suppressed, it's severe flu-like. I went back to the target, I got choice and chosen. I went back to the target and I got beef. From beef, tariffs, cost, resources. Went back to the target, control what we eat. Okay, what can we make of that? Well, if you're a conspiracy theorist like me, it suggests that this tick was, or when I say was, that it's always been, okay, that the tick has always been around, but we were not meant as the major hosts. Other species were, but some powerful people have allegedly altered this tick in a lab and released a plague so that when it bites, we get an allergy to red meat, and that's so our food can be controlled. A suggestion here that 3D food or make-believe food, because if it's 3D meat, is it really meat? I don't know. I don't know how they make 3D meat. But it said, it came through that the resource is running very low, and that a cheaper and better, no, I wouldn't say better, a cheaper alternative would be artificial meat or artificial food. As I said, this is all conspiracy. Now, I don't know if you have been bitten by the Lone Star tick, or you know more, you know where they're found, you know what they look like, because I said that the adult is mite-sized. By that's before it's gorged itself on you. Can you let me know, please? I'd be very interested to know. As I said, I have not looked up anything. I don't like to do that. When I remote view, I want to remote view as clean as possible. Of course, everything is contaminated to some extent. Whether we remote view or channel, we still filter stuff. And we filter because we're humans. We filter through what we've been exposed to, what we're educated with, our knowledge, our culture, our traumas. All these things will make you see and view things differently. So, I don't like to look at information before I remote view a target. That contaminates the thing. Even doing this video, I still haven't looked. I as I said, all I knew before I remote viewed that this tick caused a red meat allergy. That's all I knew. But what came through, and as I said, I'm a conspiracy theorist, is that the tick itself is like a bioweapon. Take it or leave it. As always, please remain skeptical. The moment we start blindly believing is the moment we can't question ourselves. And we double down then. All right. If you are going to leave a comment, I ask that you do so with respect, please. If only the world was more tolerant, more respectful, it would be a better place to live, wouldn't it? And again, I just want to let you know that I am not a biologist. I don't study insects. I'm not into parasites either. And I believe we have in Australia several ticks. Paralysis tick, a cattle tick, and I think we have a scrub tick. And the paralysis tick is black, the cattle tick is blue, and I think the scrub tick, which is the least dangerous, is brown. I think that's all we have. If you're in Australia, let me know what other ticks we have. And the fact that I got, again, this is a conspiracy, that it can be exported, and it could easily be exported. Insects get onto ships really easily, don't they? What's to say someone, was a tourist in America and just didn't know that they've been bitten by the tick, comes, say, back to Australia, the tick falls off, maybe, I don't know how they reproduce, but maybe it has babies and next minute it's in Australia. I don't even know if we might even have it in Australia. I don't know. All right, these are the PDFs I'm offering. Again, I am not claiming that I am the best. I'm not claiming perfection. I make mistakes. I make big mistakes. But I believe my books, or my PDFs, my documents, will help. And isn't it nice to have something? I mean, yeah, there are free websites that you can go and practice, but wouldn't you like to have something concrete? And this is what I'm offering. There is my email address. I welcome emails. If you just want to drop me a line and say hi, do so. All right, please be kind to each other. Smile at a stranger. It costs nothing to be nice. All right, and please take care of yourselves because you matter. You are precious and you're here for a reason. Thanks again for watching. Love, light, and blessings. Bye.